What's going on, MMA fans? Man, not a video that I want to do, and not because I don't want to do it. It's just, unfortunately, it's a sad day in the MMA community. I think for anyone that's involved in the MMA community, and even a fan in the sport, just like myself. Come to find out today that Evan Tanner has passed. It seems that he passed away sometime September 8th, 2008, in the Palo Verde region, the mountainous area up above, north, I think, of, they say, Palo Verde, I think that's like the Brawley, California area, somewhere up around in that area. And I guess he was going to a camp of his that he has set up. He's gone out in the desert many times. Very, very spiritual person, Evan Tanner is, as far as getting, as he believes, getting out and being one-on-one with nature and taking all the distractions away. But his motorcycle ran out of gas. He tried to walk to his camp. It was, like, I guess 118 degrees. And they believe he either died of dehydration or heat stroke. Very, very sad thing to hear. Evan Tanner was not only, and I know a lot of people are going to go, what do you mean by this, that have followed MMA very closely for many years, but Evan Tanner was definitely a good ambassador for this sport, and definitely had a lot of good intentions. Unfortunately, of course, having the alcohol issues that he had, he tried to set up a foundation for underprivileged young men and fighters that didn't have the luxury of the money, and he tried to set up, I think, a house up in Oregon, if I remember right, and that never, materialized. And then Evan Tanner, went off for a couple years trying to find himself, going to different places in the United States, finally coming back to Las Vegas to fight again against Yushin Okami and Evan Tanner, or Yushin Okami and Kendall Grove. But nonetheless, was a middleweight champion, beat Dave Terrell. And like I said, I think that it is important to remember that he was a good ambassador for this sport. And I think when I say that is, he's tried to do a lot of good things. He was highly involved in charity, from what I've heard, and also was highly involved in trying to set this foundation up, and also trying to set up a camp for men that were not as privileged as some of the rest of us. And not only, impressing us in that fashion, but also impressing us in his work ethic and the way he presented himself and pushed himself inside the octagon and the cage. He will be remembered. It's definitely sad. I know, me personally, I've always been a big Evan Tanner fan. One of the most devastating clinches in MMA today. Not anymore, of course, unfortunately. But he had some of the most devastating knees. Go back to any of his earlier fights, and you'll see that. What else can you say about the guy? He was very, very, like I said, very, very spiritual guy. Had deep personal beliefs. Was very, very personally motivated. Was very, very intelligent. And I don't think that's something else that a lot of people, if you've read any of his blogs that he wrote, very intelligent man. And very, very well versed in his own persona. Who he is, who he wants to be. Nature around him, life around him, the world. I mean, some neat stuff that he wrote. Very, very intriguing stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link up over on this side to a website that has been set up for Evan Tanner to leave comments. I just left one today. And I challenge you, more so I compel you, please go to this website, leave a comment. I think that he deserves that. I think he definitely does. I tried to find a foundation, something, you know, if you were interested in maybe donating money, couldn't find that yet. I know when Aldana passed away, they had a foundation set up. I remember Jeremy put that link, the old MMA analyst put that link up on his page. But this is a place where you can go to leave your thoughts, what you thought of, you know, Evan Tanner, what you thought of him as a fighter, maybe even what you thought of him as a person, if you've met him in person. But like I said, a very sad day. It's very sad to see a loss like this, especially when he has more time left. Not only, you know, I always say on the earth, but even in MMA, I think he still could have progressed. I still think he could have pushed himself. I still think he could have been something special still, but nonetheless, like I said, it's a sad day. So leave some comments, constructive, negative, positive as always. Please go to this website, leave your comments as well towards Evan. I think he deserves that. And as always, you guys take it easy, and we'll see you next time.